died, and they mourned his death for 30 days.
Question.
No questions. I'm sending you a message. What we're doing is we're each reading a chapter. If you'd like to read, you may read. If you would like to just listen, you may read along.
I'd like to read, but it's going to take a long while, so like with the other guy.
Okay.
It's going to take like 5 chapters.
So Chad, you get to read 21.
Okay.
I can read a paragraph.
Alright, Hannah helped me, I think. So,
Okay.
21. The Canaanite king of Arad, yeah, we'll do that, Arad, lived in the southern desert of Canaan, and when he heard that Israelites were on their way to the villages of Anthram, he attacked and took some of them hostage. The Israelites prayed, "O Lord, if you will just help us defeat these Canaanites, we will completely destroy their towns and everything in them to show that they belong to you." The Lord answered their prayers and helped them to wipe out the Canaanite army and completely destroy their towns. That is why one of the towns named is Hormah, which means destroyed place. The Israelites had to go around the territory of Edom, so when they left Mount Horn, they headed south toward the Red Sea. But along the way, the people became so impatient that they complained against God and said to Moses, "Did you bring us out of Egypt just to let us die in this desert? There's no water out here, and we can't stand this awful food." Then the Lord sent poisonous snakes that bit and killed many of them. Some of the people went to Moses and admitted, "It was wrong of us to insult you and the Lord. Now please, ask him to make these snakes go away." Moses prayed, and the Lord answered, "Make a snake out of bronze and place it on top of a pole. Anyone who gets bitten can look at the snake and will not die." Moses obeyed the Lord, and all those who looked at the bronze snake lived, even though they had been bitten by the poisonous snakes. As the Israelites continued their journey to Canaan, they camped at Oboth. Then at Abram in the desert east of Moab, and then in the Zered Gorge. After that, they crossed the Arnon River Gorge and camped in the Moabite desert bordering Amorite territory. The Arnon was the border between the Moabites and Amorites. In a song in the books of the Lord's battles mentions the town of Wahid with its creeks and territories of Subha. It also mentions the Arnon River, with its valleys that lie alongside the Moabite border and extend to the town of Ar. From the Arnon, the Israelites went to the well near the town of Beer, where the Lord had said to Moses, "Call the people together, and I will give them water to drink." That's also the same well the Israelites sang about in this song. "Let's celebrate, the well has given us water, with the royal specters and their leaders pointed out where to dig the well." The Israelites left the desert and camped near the town of Matnah, then at Nahil, and then at Bamoth. Finally, they reached Moabite territory, where they camped near Mount Pisgah in a valley overlooking the desert north of the Dead Sea. The Israelites sent this message to King Sihon of the Amorites: "Please let us pass through your territory. We promise to stay away from your fields and vineyards, and we won't drink any of the water from your wells. As long as we're in your land, we won't go off the main road." But Sihon refused to let the Israelites travel through his land. Instead, he called together his entire army and marched into the desert to attack Israel near the town of Jahaz. Israel defeated them and took over the Amorite territory from the Arnon River Gorge in the south to the Jabbok River Gorge in the north. Beyond the Jabbok was the territory of the Amorites, who were much stronger than Israel. The Israelites settled in the Amorite towns, including the capital city of Heshbon with its surrounding villages. King Sihon had ruled from Heshbon after defeating the Moabites and taking over their land north of the Arnon River Gorge. That's why the Amorites had written this poem about Heshbon. "Come and rebuild the Heshbon, King Shiloh, capital city. His armies marched out like fiery flames, burning down the town of Ar and destroying the hills along the Arnon River." You Moabites are done for. Your god Kermush deserted your people. They were captured, taken away by King Sihon the Amorite, who completely defeated Moab, the towns of Heshbon, Dibon, Nobah,